Looking back, what advice would you give to someone who has recently sustained a concussion? This is a question that I asked in the concussion community a few weeks ago, and there were many answers. And I thought, okay, I need to record a podcast about this so I can share this advice with more people. So people who are not in the community, they feel like, hey, this is helping me, or they can learn from it. And one side note before I share the answers. I open my email every day and it makes me so excited because every day there are new people to the waitlist of the concussion community. So new people register themselves. And right now there are over 200 people, I think, on the waitlist. And I'm opening the doors for new members soon. So this will be within a few weeks. And if you feel like, hey, I want to join this concussion community, or I want to get more information, or I just want to get an update once the doors are open for new members, just click on the link in the description of this podcast so you can add yourself to the waitlist, or you will find more information there. So back to the advice that you would give to someone who has recently sustained a concussion. So I shared this post, and right now I will scroll through the answers, and I will pick some of them that were, that I could relate it most to. I will keep things privately, so I don't mention any names because it's shared within the concussion community, and everything that's shared inside this community, it's privately. So let me go through all the answers, and I hope it will help you. So because when we sustain a concussion, there are so many struggles to deal with. We're trying things, we're learning so much. And I think this can really help for people who just sustain a concussion to know, hey, I can learn from their lessons. But I hope it will help you. All right, let's see what people are responding here. The first one. Start exercising, moving the body. Exercise is medicine. And this is so true. My doctor always recommended me to stay at home, to rest as much as possible. But just know that this is only good for you if you just sustain a concussion. So the first 48 hours, maybe the first 72 hours, then we need rest. But after those days, those first few days, start exercising, because this is something that can really help, and I wish I knew this earlier. Another comment. Trust your intuition and gut. If you feel something is wrong, you are right. You know what's best for you. Listen to your body. Don't do too many therapies or treatments at the same time. Then you don't know what works. Seek out experienced specialists who have a proven record or treating patients with a concussion. Only go to a practitioner where you feel safe, seen, and heard. Someone who honors your boundaries and your body's healing time. Let go of things and people for ideas what is not supporting you. Look closely how people treat you and show up for you when you are at your lowest. This tells you a lot about them. So this was one comment from a member, and I really feel all of them. It's so true. Then we go to another one. Move your body, you need blood flow through the brain. Yes, that's true. Take naps when needed and meditate. Eat healthy diets full of fruits and vegetables and limit sugar. Know that you might recover at a different speed than others. I've seen a ton of people recover quickly, and here I am still recovering. Know that this process is okay. See your doctors and believe you will get better. Yes. Another comment. Self-care is important, but community care will heal you. Practice radical acceptance and manage expectations. Your nervous system is firing rapidly and your mind and body won't be able to keep up. Lean into rest. Building off my last point, rest can come in many forms. Naps and joyful movements can both be equally as restful. Your life is a business, and the concussion professionals in your support team are prospective associates. Interview, hire, and fire accordingly. Trust yourself. Life is going to change rapidly, and imposter syndrome will have you in a chokehold, but you know you best. Take it one messy baby step at a time. Regressions are part of the process. Take a deep breath. You got this. Yes. There are so many comments. I tried to pick out some other ones. Here is another one. I would recommend not waiting to start treatment. There's a lot of misinformation online about how you should sit around and do nothing for several months, when in reality, doing some very limited physical therapy can be really helpful after about 2 weeks. Obviously, everyone needs to listen to their own body, but that's one thing I wish I had done sooner, since it made a big difference for me. Advice for a loved one: be patient and don't expect them to be themselves for a while. And just because they have a good day or two doesn't mean they are better overall. Every day can be a roller coaster. So yeah, this is what I experienced as well when I was feeling better, when I having a good day and was seeing friends. And then I said, oh yes, I'm feeling good. But the second time that I met them, I wasn't feeling well. And they don't understand, because they're telling you, but you are feeling better, right? How is it possible that you're now worse? And this is so hard to understand for people who didn't sustain a concussion, because I think most people compare something like this with the flu, for example. If you have the flu and if you're feeling better, it's only an upwards healing line, right? But with a concussion, it's so many ups and downs, and people just don't realize this. So that makes it really, really hard. All right. Another comment. To the caregiver, be patient with your loved one. You will never know what they're going through unless you receive a concussion. Take your time and listen to them. They have something to say, but it doesn't always come out right. To the injured person, take your time, take it slow, baby steps. In the beginning, try and find the right people to sort out the issues, and your head first, then proceed with other treatments. Listen to your body and do what you need to do to recover. Sorting out the issues in your brain, I found, has been very important, believe it or not. Childhood traumas can keep you stuck in the fight-flight modes. I'm very fortunate that I have a special worker through my clinic that I can work with. So this is another great one. Very helpful. Let's see. What are other comments here? Here's another one. It can be a lonely time. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be frightened. We all have had our moments too, and everyone will be an expert. One size does not fix all. There are many factors, but you can and will recover. Move, rest. Yes, but keep moving. Walk around the table. Next week, go around twice. Set achievable goals, but remember to revisit. You may be able to increase, but sometimes you need to decrease. Eat healthy. Find someone to trust and talk to them. Tell them your fears. My ears were on a very large German shepherd, a dog. Talk in a group like this. No one will judge you. No one will laugh. We walked that lonely valley too. Many of us on our own. If you can't read or listen to podcast, knowledge is power. Yes, I totally agree with this. Knowledge is power. And there is so much free information out there online, and so much wrong information as well. When you start Googling, for example, I think we all start Googling, right? There is so much information out there that is not really provided by real concussion experts. So this information is maybe more general, and then the concussion is somewhere on the list of symptoms. But I believe to recover, it's really, really important to reach out to people who know a lot about concussions, to have the correct knowledge, because if you don't have this correct knowledge, it's so hard to recover. And if you're focusing on the wrong thing, you can get setbacks and things like this. And that's exactly the reason why I created this community, because when I was in my recovery, I felt so overwhelmed when I started Googling. I didn't know if what I was reading, if it was the correct information. So I started to reach out to many concussion experts just to be sure that the information that I was reading or listening to, that it was really correct. And I combined all the information. So all those experts, at this moment, there are 84 experts in this concussion community, providing the information that's really needed to move forward. And yeah, that can save you just so much time if you have the correct information just here in front of you. I can give it to you, and you don't have to start Googling all over again. All right, another comment. Say no more often. Listen to your body and stop pleasing other people. Slow down. Yes. Another one. Never stop advocating for yourself and your symptoms, and you're not alone, even though it might seem like it. True. Don't underestimate it. While some folks bounce back quickly, recovery can take weeks, even months, or sometimes years. Pushing yourself too hard can actually slow down things slow down. Listen to your body, rest, avoid screen if they bother you, and don't be afraid to ask for help. I agree. To someone with a concussion, I would say that the best thing you can do is to listen to your body with the goal of understanding what's trying to tell you without judgment. Try not to get upset or mad at it when it's just trying to tell you how to better take care of it. To someone supporting someone with a concussion, I would say not to rely on them to tell you what they need. Everyone has always asked me what I need, and I honestly don't know. So then I have not received any support. It would have been nice if people had just offered support that they knew they could provide and let me opt in or out. True. All right, let me see. There are so many comments, so I'm not reading them all out loud because I love to keep my episodes short so I don't overwhelm you. Another one. Allow yourself to grieve your losses and identify who and what give thanks for. Who and what you give thanks for. Sorry. All right. Let's see. Be patient with yourself and give yourself grace when you're frustrated and at your lowest. Don't be in a rush to go back to work soon. Rest as much as you need to give your body time to heal. Don't give up on finding professionals with true experience with concussions. Journal to help you find patterns and understand triggers, and see and appreciate even small progress. Yes, I totally agree with this one, and especially with the part, don't rush to go back to work too soon. This is what I did as well. I rushed to go back because I just wanted to feel normal and I wanted to have my life back. So I ignored the symptoms, start pushing myself. I just tried to go back to work for about a year without even focusing on getting better. And yeah, this made everything worse. So if you are in the same situation, try to focus on your health first before you go back to work. All right, I think I will read only one last comment because then I think we have the most important ones. Okay, be patient and kind to yourself. Limit these things that make you unwell. You won't understand what is happening to you, but you will eventually come up with strategies around coping and finding the little things that bring you joy. Mostly, I'm sorry and I wish you kindness and support. So I just share this with you, and I really hope this is maybe a great reminder for you, or that you learned some new things here. Yeah, so if you are dealing with a concussion, just know that you're not alone, that things will get better, that there is support out there. And again, if you feel like, hey, I want to join this community, you're so welcome. And there are only 2 or maybe 3 more weeks before I open doors to new members. At this moment, we are with over 200 people inside this community and 84 experts. And there are just many classes, courses, resources, and I share new content every week in the community as well. And what I love about it is that every Monday and every Friday, on Monday we share what we will do during the week, and on Friday we share our wins. And those 2 posts are the most most comments on. So people are responding to those posts and helping each other. I'm responding as well. And of course, I share other content as well. So I would love to see you on the wait list. And of course, if you feel like, hey, I want to join, then I will see you within a few weeks. And for now, if you feel like, hey, I want more of this, then you can also go to my Instagram account where I share a lot of tips and tricks. And I give you a glimpse of my concussion life. And this is just the concussion community. If you search for that one, you will find it. So that's it for now. And I wish you a good day. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I really hope this was helpful for you. If it was, and if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or YouTube, would you maybe do one small thing in return? Leave a short review or thumbs up on YouTube. The more reviews this podcast will get, the easier it is for other people to find this podcast and to feel less alone and lost in their journey. Oh, and one last thing. I would love it if you share a helpful episode on Instagram in a post or in a story and tag the concussion community in it. Or you can always send me a direct message. I love to see who is listening. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.